Hello to everyone. My name is NC Lightworker and welcome to the Black Off Grid YouTube channel. I'm going to be sharing my journey towards a self-reliant lifestyle by building an off-grid homestead. Now mind you, I am not an expert by any means. Therefore, I do not respond to any questions, comments, or emails because as a lightworker, I am only here to present the information. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to post your location in the intro video to this channel because you may be able to link up with like-minded people in your area. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started. Self-reliance is the act of taking full responsibility as it relates to food, water, shelter, self-defense, defense of property, medical, and hygiene. In the video titled Homesteading 101, How to Get Started, I mentioned the importance of starting your personal library. I currently have over 200 books and counting. In this video, I'm going to list the self-reliance related books that are already included in my library. Water. The rule of 3. You can go 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. This book is a staple among homesteaders. It was originally published in 1983 and it is still in print. Food. The most important books about food on the homestead are related to food saving and food storage. A lot of time and maintenance goes into a well-stocked food pantry. My goal is to have 2 years worth of food stockpiled at all times. There are different methods for food saving like water bathing, canning, dehydration, freeze drying, etc., and each has a different shelf life. Now, I don't have a book about dry canning, but with dry canning, your dried goods like beans, rice, and flour can last for 10 to 20 years by using this food-saving method. There are a lot of great videos about dry canning on YouTube. If your future homestead is going to be located in an area that has frigid winters, then this book is a must-have. You are also going to need to have 2 stoves for cooking on the homestead, with one preferably being a wood-burning cook stove. A wood-burning cook stove will also provide heat to your off-grid cabin. A propane gas stove can be used during the warmer months. Shelter. I will be building my off-grid cabin with cob. Cob is an all-natural building material that incorporates a mixture of clay, sand, straw, and water. Building a simple cob structure requires very little technical skill. All you really need to do is read a few books and take a week-long how-to course, and basically you're ready to start building with cob. Since my cabin is going to be made out of quote-unquote mud, I'm going to be building a detached bathroom using a wood frame. This how-to guide is another staple among homesteaders. It also includes information about building animal housing and even how to build your very own smokehouse. Medical. All the books that I have related to medical are all thrift store finds and are probably no longer in print. While thrifting, be on the lookout for books about nutrition, herbal/homemade remedies, herbal gardening, and first aid. Self-defense and defense of property. In the video titled Homesteading as a Single Woman, The Benefits of Having a Man, I mentioned that these two components of self-reliance are not my strong points. I currently do not have any books about self-defense. Since becoming trained in martial arts is part of my self-defense system, I will keep an eye out for a book about martial arts while thrifting. For more information, please see the video titled Homesteading Systems, Having a Backup for Your Backup. Defense of property. At this time, I only have one book related to this component of self-reliance. Hygiene. Did you know that you can make homemade soaps with lye that can be directly sourced from wood ash? This is another benefit of having a wood-burning cook stove. I have a couple of books about homemade hygiene products, and I also utilize free resources like YouTube and online articles. When you are actively planning a homestead, you will start to think in terms of systems and how these systems are going to function on the homestead. I will have a composting toilet system. A composting toilet is basically a glorified bucket. After you do your do, you cover it with a mixture of wood shavings and peat moss. This mixture breaks down the waste and bacteria, which eliminates the smell. I always wondered, when the bucket gets full, what do you do with the poo? Luckily, I recently came across this book. The beautiful thing about consciousness is that it will never force itself on you. You always have the option of going back to sleep at any time. The choice is yours. If the information in this post was able to wake up a handful of people, then my mission was accomplished. It is now your responsibility to stay awake, prepare, and continue connecting those dots. Please feel free to share this post. God bless and take care.